a bit right, but anyway, into WordPress. So let's start a bit with security. So at Seahawk, you offer hacked website cleaning, also as a white label service, but also direct to customers. Something a bit of security, like what are the most common security issues or shortcomings you've seen in general on the websites? I'm sure you've seen a lot, but let's say the top 3, for example, which are the most common issues you see?
First of all, I must tell you, I can't code shit. Okay, I have a great team in place. Okay, but I understand WordPress really well, and I'm proud to say, like, I understand the WordPress plugin ecosystem, and I know the problems, etc. Because obviously, I started this company, and then Ryan and stuff like that. The co-founders now. I can tell you when it comes to hack sites and problems with website or speed, I think the biggest common cause is weak passwords, themes not being updated, plugins not being updated, people installing junky plugins which have not been updated in several years. These are the most common causes. The username being admin, I see that as a huge cause. Weak passwords, and not having 2FA, having, nowadays there's so many good hosting providers. Now, if you have shared hosting and you're spending $2 a month on that hosting, and then your website is getting hacked every 15 days, it's your fault, sorry to say that. But if you're on a managed WordPress hosting with a good, reliable provider, whether it's Pressable, Hostinger, Kinsta, whatever, your choice, it doesn't matter. I think you should be okay, and you get a lot of backups every day for free. A lot of people don't know this, And I think there's so many causes, endless and endless of them. But I think plugins, junky plugins is a huge one. Actually, WordPress is trying to sort that out. WordPress.org is trying to, they're trying to sort it out.
Clean a bit the repo, yes.
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of the, plugins which are not being updated and all of that. They're trying their best to do that. I respect that. But I think you would agree on that too, right? You don't want your, any new thousands of new competitors popping up who are not even going to maintain it. They're actually spoiling the sanctity of the WordPress plugin ecosystem,
Yeah, in fact, I've seen some numbers lately, because there are, I think, around or a bit more than 60,000 free plugins on the .org, but in reality, only, I think, I'm not sure. I don't want to say numbers because I'm not sure, but definitely not all of them have been updated in the last year or two. So it's like, in fact, at least now we're seeing notices on WordPress, like this plugin hasn't been updated in the last 2 years, or it's not compatible with this update. So at least we're seeing that type of, we are helping the users as well.
All I would say is, whether you're an agency or a small medium business starting on your own in the WordPress ecosystem, is just keep everything updated.